All right, everyone, welcome back. We are going to jump right into this. This is the same list I played a couple weeks ago, so I'm not going to go into much of a deck tech for it. We're gonna burn our opponents, hopefully to straight death. Let's do it. And I kind of missed it in the last one, so I apologize. But if you haven't yet, please hit the follow button on Twitch. And if you'd like to, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe there. Both are completely free. There's a link below my Twitch stream if you want to go straight to my YouTube channel, or you can just look me up, youtube.com/Knight of St. Traft, and you'll find me there. You may actually have to search for Knight of St. Traft because I don't know if my old handle is still a part of it or not. They are switching it over, but they're taking their time doing so. Thanks, YouTube. But thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do this last League of Burn, and then I'm going to be done for the week until Sunday. I always stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evenings. I've got lots of... I got to hang out with a bunch of weirdos on Thursday, and then hang out with a bunch more weirdos on Friday, and then it's obviously pre-release weekend, so actually I won't be back on Sunday. I'll be back on Monday, because I have pre-release, so... Let's see, did it? It did not. I apologize, everyone. I thought that it was recording on my normal screen like it should be. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. You just heard my spiel, and then, ooh, we're playing against humans. Okay, sure. It's like we just played against this, except we played with a really bad deck, so... But we're opening up our Burn League with quite the opener. Come on, Sacred Foundry. Give me this Goblin Guide. What is my opponent drawing? I don't need to see my graveyard. Dahlia's Lieutenant, sure. Alright, so hopefully we cast at least one Searing Blaze this game. That would be ideal. What do we got here? Aether Vial into Champion. Shouldn't you play Lieutenant first? You're just making a big champion? Alright, well that's kind of weird. Drawing them a card with a Horizon Canopy. That's bad. Champion, sure. Yeah, Thalu's Lieutenant trigger. Sure. Phantasmal Image copying Dahlia's Lieutenant. bolt that one in response. That's a weird sequencing from my opponent. Obviously, I'm just going to spike, get my damage in while I can. My opponent's playing very weirdly, but to be fair, I guess I don't actually know how they play against burn naturally, so what is this going to name? Rift Bolt, probably? That's really unfortunate. Dang it, Bobby. Sure. That really sucks, actually. I would love to get, like, a Searing Blaze here. That, I think, would be, like, the best. Another Lieutenant. Jesus. That is too much. Ouch. 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 Crunch time. Can't cast it. And a Swiftspear. Okay, so I don't think I can do anything with that one. Yep, you got me. I had another Rift Bolt in the hand. If I had a different spell, it might be different. But oh boy, starting this one off strong. I want the Searing Bloods, the Reality Hemorrhage maybe, and a Deflecting Palm. My creatures start getting outclassed pretty hard. So these Goblin guides are likely pretty bad. Yeah, something like that maybe. Or maybe I want those on the play. And I don't want something like... Maybe I just don't want this Deflecting Palm. Maybe drop a Boros Charm or two. And an Eidolon, because they have like vials and stuff. I don't know what they play against burn. Obviously they have Thalia's main board, so that's kind of relevant, but... Maybe greedy, but I'm going to keep it. Because if I draw a land for this Searing Blaze, these Searing Blazes, it'll be very good. I'm trying to think of what humans brings in against burn. Gosh, and they drew a card with that? Sweet. Land? That one's not bad. Gosh, they always draw cards off the Goblin. Jeez. At least I know two of the cards in their hand are lands. It doesn't really help me out too. It's okay. They still have 2 cards in their hand as lands. Let's see. What have you got? Auroch Champion. Sure. I forgot about that one, to be honest. And I'm not drawing lands, so sweet. Come on. It can't be that hard. It's humans. Like, I know that there's some interesting play patterns and stuff with that deck, but against Burn, who's missed their last, like, 2 land drops, cannot be hard. Sure. Yep. Oh, we are just going to get put into the ground. Man, this sucks. Yeah, I can't really win from there. All right, let's just jump back into the next game, shall we? Hopefully a better one that isn't just like a crappy game against humans where we didn't draw anything. Sure. Is this Blue-Red Wizards, probably? Sure. I should just yield to this turn. I'm not doing anything with it. It is likely still Blue-Red Wizards, although they sometimes play this Blue-Red Thing in the Ice sometimes plays Grim Lavamancer. Sorry, my brain just like gave up halfway through that. Burst Lightning. So it is Blurred Wizards. We're going to counter this one. Remand, sure. Yep, I go to 10. I'll go to 13. Sure. Boros Charm, you. Skullcrack, you. Snapcaster, Bolt me, I'm assuming. Or Wizard's Lightning. Same thing. And now I've just got to land this Boros Charm through them. Sure. My opponent probably doesn't have anything. Sorry, I'm like sitting here like trying to think about my opponent, so I apologize. The commentary is kind of dying, but my opponent probably doesn't have a whole lot. Because if they had a bolt, they would have fired it off right there. If they had a counterspell, they should have stopped me. Alright. Kill you. Yeah, I'm just like waiting for my opponent to tap out or make a mistake. And then I kill them. Perfect. Let's move on. Alright, Blue-Red Wizards. This is a deck that I haven't actually played against a whole lot. But Searing Blood seems very good against them. Same with Exquisite Firecrafts. My creatures are likely to get outclassed. Well, maybe not. Well, actually, maybe. I don't have the Ensnaring Bridge version. Eidolon is okay. Maybe cut an Eidolon. Maybe cut a Skullcrack. I don't really know how to sideboard with Burn. It's been such a long time since I've played this deck. Like, I played Burn like back when I first started playing Modern, and I just don't remember how to sideboard with it, and it's changed so much since then anyway, so like I could very easily, if I wanted to, I could just very easily buy into the deck again. I need like Goblin Guides and Eidolons, and then I have everything else. I guess I need a couple of the random smaller stuff too, like the Rift Bolts. I don't think I have a playset of Rift Bolts, but yeah, this hand is very good. And I'd probably need like a third or fourth Inspiring Vantage. But like, Burn is sweet. Deck is cool. It's very good in the current meta, so. Ooh, my Mulligan down to 6. Maybe that's good for me. Turn 2 Eidolon is likely going to be pretty nuts. Although if they play Soulscar Mage, yeah, that's fine. Suspend Rift Bolt. Oops, red. Let's see what you've got, opponent. Swing into the Soulscar Mage, bolt me. I go down to 15. Sure. Yep, always yield this. Cast, target my opponent. Play a land. Searing Blood. Ooh, they could bolt in response, right? So it's likely better I want to Searing Blaze because they have prowess. Because if they have like a bolt or something, then this doesn't kill the creature. Spell Snare. Okay, sure. They could also have Spell Snare. Interesting. That's not a common one seeing out of them, I don't think. Because my girlfriend plays Blue-Red Wizards, and they don't play Spell Snare. At least not to my knowledge. They have 2 cards in hand, and they're... Okay, so they're opting. That's pretty good. Bolt me, sure. They have 1 red open. Okay. Goblin Guide. Land. Go swinging. What have you got? Wizard's Lightning coming off the top. Sure. Okay. So this I'm going to respond to. I'm going to grab a mountain, Searing Blood, target that. Get that out of here. Prowess trigger, my Goblin guy dies, that's fine. So now my opponent's got a Wizard's Lightning coming off the top, which they can just cast, and they're likely going to after this Eidolon comes down. No. Bolt you. Play Eidolon, which I know that they're just going to bolt in response. Or they're going to bolt this, which would be very good for me. But, yeah, they're just going to bolt me in response, it looks like. I go to 5. All your spells now trigger that. So do mine. But this matchup might just come down to, like, who's on the play versus who's on the draw. Ooh, they drew a land. Okay, that's good for me. And I'm not going to cast anything unless absolutely necessary, because anything I cast is going to put me in bolt range. So if I draw like a Lightning Helix and I know that my opponent doesn't have anything in hand, I can just like go for it and shoot it off at him. And that'll be kind of nice. They go to 8 because 9 and 8 are very similar in this against this deck. Although it does make my clock with my Eidolon a little bit bigger. Grim Lavamancer, sure. Alright, this is getting dangerous. Alright, perfect. White, red, Helix, you. Always yield. I go to 3. I go to 6. Bolt you. Hey, we did it. Sweet. That was fun. I like burning the countryside. It always feels good. And I like having a really good Tron and Blue-Eye Control matchup. Because I hate losing to those decks. It just sucks. I would like to play first. Burn being on the play. Very good. Keep. This hand has lands and spells. What does my opponent have? Mountain? Bolt? My dude, sure. Goblin Guide. What is my opponent doing? Wizard's Lightning. So it's another blue-red Wizards deck. This matchup is probably pretty okay for us. Wizard's Lightning, my dude, sure. Yeah. Play a land, Searing Blaze, that. Boosh. Monastery Swiftspear, Flame of Keld. Oh, okay, so they're in the mono red deck. Never mind. It definitely looked like Wizards. I forget that mono red also plays that. Yes. Fetch. Go get a mountain. Searing Blaze here, here. Boros Charm. Pass. Yeah, the problem with burn now is that I'm just going to get stuck. With no cards in hand, and they're going to have everything. Two seconds, I'm going to mute my mic here. Sorry about that, everyone. I was answering a call about getting dinner. So, against Mono Red, I actually probably want these Destructive Revelries. Skullcrack is likely not very good. It's just like a slow bolt. My battery's running low. And maybe cut a couple of these creatures just because they're not doing a whole lot in the matchup. Just like that. Especially on the play, just like try and go after them. I really kind of wish this was another Blue-Red Wizards. That matchup felt fun, to be honest. It might not be super good for the burn deck, but it was definitely like fun to play. I would like to be on the play, thank you. This hand is awful. This hand is significantly better. I'm going to bottom that knowing that I need a land. I think that's one of the coolest things about my opponent's deck is that they get to play things like Fiery Temper. My opponent's deck is kind of cool. I've talked a lot of crap about it, but I actually don't mind it as much. Wizard's Lightning twice, sweet. And it's also just like, you can build the deck very cheaply because the entirety of the deck is just like these really cheap, efficient threats that cost like 1 mana. That like buying them costs like almost nothing. They play like Faithful Suitings. And then like the Flame of Keld is like an uncommon. Like, it's like if you wanted to play Burn, except you wanted it to be super cheap. You know? And like you didn't want to buy like Goblin Guides or something. And like the most expensive card of the deck is probably like what? Grim Lavamancer? Because Grim Lavamancer is super expensive. For some stupid reason. And it's just like really good against humans, that's why, but whatever. If we draw another land, we should be in really good shape. My opponent's not drawing lands, which is good for us. But if we draw like one more land, we'll be in very good shape. We need to start firing off these Boros Charms. And if they play a creature, then we can Searing Blaze it. If you're looking to get into Modern and want a cheap deck to build, I highly suggest Fiery Temper. Or not Fiery Temper, Flame of Keld. The mono red 12 bolt deck. It's just very good. My opponent doesn't have a very quick start against us. Maybe that's their game. They just kind of like slow us down. Right back at you. I also have a Taylor Swift. She's not feeling 22 though. She's feeling double Boros range. That's what she's feeling. That joke was bad. Don't laugh at it. If you're laughing at it, then, well, I mean, I just can't help you. I'm sorry. Wizard's Lightning, sure. Paying full price for the Wizard's Lightning. Alright. Can my opponent kill me before I draw a second land and Boros Charm them to death? Actually, I'm just going to Searing Blaze. Yeah. Oh, oops. Gosh, I could not, I just like assumed I was casting Boros Charm. My gosh, 5 mountains, so many. Smuggler's Copter, oh, that's cool. I kind of like that, actually. That's really sweet. It just, like, turns all of your late game threats into, or, like, your draws in the late game into threats. Just because, like, you play one of them and they immediately trigger that. That seems kind of sweet, actually. Alright, well, I don't know what my opponent's going to do. They've got to kill me before I fire off 2 burn spells. Faithful Suiting. Let's just fire this off now so that we can auto-yield. Let my opponent know that they're at 1. They're within death against their bird opponent that has 2 or 3 cards in hand. And they know they're not lands. Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? You play a creature that you drew really late game, and then you can automatically crew the Smuggler's Copter because it only needs crew for 1. That's super good. Yeah, I'm not going to just fiddle around with this. I'm just going to kill my opponent. Alright, so that was the easy one on the play, but on the draw, this could be a lot different. So, we saw Smuggler's Copter, which is good. It's a good thing I brought these Destructive Revelries, and I brought it in mostly for Flame of Keld, but, like, I don't mind it here. I kind of like the way we boarded, though. I'm just going to stick with it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this hand is very good. It's got burn spells. It's got creature. It's got lands. It's got all the things it could possibly want. This card is sweet. I like that it's just like Goblin Guide, except late game. What did my opponent get? A bolt off the top. Sure. One of their 12 bolts that they play. What is their 12 bolts? It's fiery tempers, bolts, and wizard's lightnings. That seems very good. Bolt, my dude. Sure. Wizard's lightning, me. Sure. Swing for 2. Yep. Alright, so I really don't want my opponent to get out of hand with their creatures, because they will. How viable is... that was a dumb question, right? How viable was mono red in Standard? Oh, I was just thinking like Flame of Keld and like that wizard and some of these bolts and stuff, they're all in Standard right now. Suspend Rift Bolt, pass the turn. So I have assembled 10 points of burn. If my opponent casts Flame of Keld, then... Actually, we can just blow it up, right? Because we have Destructive Revelry. Revelry. What do we got, opponent? My end step, or your end step? Boros Charm you to death. Boom. Yep, always yield. Fire it off at your face. Another land, that's not good. Well, I've got 5 points of burn if they play a Flame of Keld. That's just a hard cast Fiery Temper. Sure. Alright, before damage, I'm going to fire this off. That way, if they had, like, land drop, bolt, or whatever. Jeez, come on. Alright, well, I died to, like, a single bolt. I don't have anything, I just got all these lands in my hand. Yep, you got me. Just drew all my lands. Dang it. Alright, try again. That was an interesting one, though. That matchup is kind of just comes down to who's on the play. I mean, it's probably similar in the Burn Mirror, right? Like, the Burn Mirror is just who lands their creatures and attacks them first. And then in, like, game 2 and 3, it's just who sideboarded properly and who draws better. Like, Lightning Helix is such an important card in that matchup. Alright. Yeah, this hand is fine. No creatures, but I think we're okay with that. Arid Mesa, is this the mirror? Jeez. God, it absolutely is. Alright, sweet. My gosh, this is gonna be quite nutty. Yep. Fun. And they were on the play, so we could lose. Ooh, nothing, huh? That means that they have like a Boros Charm or something? Eidolon. Bolt me, huh? Alright, I'm gonna respond. I just really like Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix is very good. This is so stupid. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Wow, this is really nutty. We're in triple bolt range, guys. That's not good. Bolt you. Bolt you. Bolt you. I mean, I could bolt during your end step or something. Boros Charm me, sure. Swiftspear. Eidolon. Just telling my opponent that I've been playing up against a bunch of Burn this match, or this league. We played Blue-Red Wizards and Humans, and we played Humans, Blue-Red Wizards, Flame of Keld, and now we're in the Burn Mirror. All of the lightning bolts in all of the decks. So they have to cast... they have to cast something. And if they do, and if it's not a creature, they die. I can't see your thing, bud. Okay, so Searing Bloods come in. Destructive Revelries probably come in. Skullcrack is good. Cut a couple of these Goblin guides. Cut Cut a Swiftspear, maybe. Just like a bunch of random stuff. I feel like this sideboard plan is always just like a couple of... Alright, this hand is awful. This hand is better. Alright, sure. Opponent and I exchanging some words about, you know, how all this stuff works out. Swiftspear, sure. I'm also going to play a Swiftspear this turn. Inspiring Vantage, Swiftspear. Boop! Vantage. Is this like Blaze? This is Blaze. Yep. Oh, is it not? Oh, it's a red-white spell and they accidentally tapped wrong. Helix, my dude. That sucks. Sure. Yeah, I go to 17. Man, we're going to be on very equal footing pretty soon. Searing Blaze. Your dude. Eidolon, sure. Man, this is about to get weird. Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's just how this goes, right? I'm going to take 4 next turn. Any spell you cast, you take 4 from. 2 Eidolons in play is so weird. My opponent also flooding out on mana. Searing Blaze, sure. That sucks. Sure. I don't like targeting their Eidolon with it, but I have to. Gosh, one of the nice things about these burn leagues is that, like, what have you got? Boros Charm me? You should do that after the Eidolon. Okay. I would say you should do that after the Eidolon leaves play so you don't take damage from it. Oh, you gave it indestructible. Interesting. I guess I'm just going to fire this off now. Like, I die to a Boros Charm from them, but I was likely going to lose to a Boros Charm from them anyway. Casting Swiftspear does nothing. I think I'm just dead. My opponent has a single burn spell, then I just die. Sure, let's move on. Yeah, the nice thing about these burn leagues or whatever, like I was saying, is that they just go by super quick. You are just hardcore hurting your opponent a bunch. Actually, I probably want the Eidolon. I'll cut a Searing Blaze, just because I don't want to be fetching so much, if I can help it. But yeah, they go by so fast, and it's so nice. Yeah, this hand is very good. This is so weird. Alright, so I'm just going to Searing Blood their Swiftspear while they don't have any mana open. My opponent also have a Searing Blaze. Yep. I figured as much. Draw another land here would be perfect. That's a Grim Lavamancer. I think it's still correct to Goblin Guide them and then Rift Bolt. Drawing my opponent a land here might suck really bad. Yep. Land. Blaze it? Nope. Alright, Swiftspear coming in. Helix is not good for me. Boros Charm is fine. It's not fine, but it's something. I go to 9. Okay, so basically I'm just going to fade. I have to fade like a single draw step out of them. Of just like not having double spell. They're drawing another. Okay, so they drew a land. They go to 7. So if they try and Lightning Helix, I can Skullcrack it. And then I can Boros Charm them. But they're going to have double spell turn. Because they have all the mana they could possibly want. This might not have been a good setup for me. Okay, sure. Are they holding priority? What's going on? Yep. If they have a single other spell, I'm dead. Yep, that's enough. Alright, well that's enough losses for me to say goodnight for the night. So I will not be back on Sunday like normal. I'll be back on Monday because we have pre-release this weekend. So thank you guys for watching. If it would be so kind to hit the follow button on Twitch or the subscribe button on YouTube if you're on YouTube in the future. There's a link to my YouTube channel below my Twitch stream, and there should be a link to my Twitch stream or my Twitch channel on my YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys can find me. It's pretty easy. Otherwise, I'm going to just go ahead and say thank you. I'm going to log off for the night. I'm getting kind of hungry, so it's dinner time. And I will see you guys next Monday for 2 new sort of memes that we're doing for 0 to D. So thank you guys. I'll see you Monday.